Hello everyone, good evening. This is Life Issue. This is Blessing. Thank you everyone that subscribed to my channel. If you've not subscribed yet, please help me hit the red button so you get stories once we publish it. The news developing now is that Busola Dakolo has raised an alarm for being forced at gunpoint by the police to sign a letter countering her rape allegation against Pastor Biodu Fatimbo. Now, remember that Fatimbo came back to the pulpit this Sunday, and I did loaded a video of his wife talking about the allegation and the enemies of God or enemies of her husband, being turned to slave. Now, Bisola, in an interview with Guardian, says that she was forced into a van by some armed men who ordered her to speak with their superior officer in pidgin language. Now, we all know about Bisola's case with the Commonwealth of Zion Assembly pastor and how she has alleged that he raped her when she was still a minor and when she was still young. Okay, and what she's saying is that these policemen were from Abuja and they forced her to sign a document. Now, and her own word is that one was holding a gun and the second a letter. They told me they were from IG, the Inspector General of Police office in Abuja, that I need to sign this letter and acknowledge it. This news is really, really, really scary because this is a sign of intimidation from the police. Okay, now we all were aware that last 2 weeks, the police came to her house. And we don't know if this same story that she's talking to Gaiden about is the same story, because it's not clear here. Because what she said was, from the story, what we heard was that they followed her in a tinted mini bus while she was driving home. Okay, and we've not heard about the invitation. What happened on the 23rd when they went to Abuja? What happened? There's no story about that yet. But all we can say is that after the invitation, after that, Pastor Fatimbo is back to the pulpit. So we don't really have the whole picture. And I just feel something is wrong somewhere. Okay. Now, is this story that she's telling the Guardian, is it the same story? Because based on Timmy's information, they were in the house and a knock came. And then the police were in their house and then they wanted the wife to go outside and meet Anoga. But this one is they followed her. So that means it has to be two different events. It cannot be the same event. All right. So, and then she said she signed. People should understand this. Nigerian police, if you don't sign, they will kill her. So if I'm her and I have two policemen pointing their gun at me, it's just you or your life now. One has a gun and they give a letter to sign and they say, if you don't sign it, what do you think? Why would she not sign? Just tell me, why would she not sign? All right. I don't know if the inspector of police have made the IG that she alleged here or anybody from Abuja has made any comment about this allegation, but this is a grave allegation that Bisola has levied against the Nigerian police. And the car was tinted. There was no sign. It was Nigerian police. So it could have been anybody. And like I've been saying this couple's life could be at risk. Okay, I don't know why they are still living where they are living. I don't know why they are still following the same route that they are following. Because from the look of things, if a car followed you, that means they know her car, they know her route for them to accost her and then stop her. This is becoming very scary. These people's life is really in danger. If you ask me, I've said that how many times. They need to be very careful because this thing is getting out of hand. Now, Pastor Biodu is a very popular Nigerian pastor, Pentecostal pastor who drives a Porsche car, who knows most of the politicians, I don't know if this guy, I don't know who he is in the sense of in the world. Maybe he's a cultist. We don't know. I'm not saying he is, but he knows the power that be. So there must be, power behind him for this to be happening. For this to be happening to Busola. I mean, if someone have accused you of raping her, what I will expect is for this intimidation to stop, for you to take her to court. Let the court go through the witness and the evidence, and then the truth will come out. Why intimidating her with Nigerian police? Why this harassment? Okay, this is becoming as if you have something to hide. Take her to court. Let the court hear her evidence. Let all this come out. Okay, the court is the only place that you can be proven innocent. When you start intimidating someone using the Nigerian police, as if you are guilty. And I'm not saying Pastor Biodun is guilty, but the behavior, the way these things are going, is as if there's something hidden. There's more to this, okay? I mean, people have said that this is going to be Nigerian MeToo. There's no MeToo coming. It's not going to happen. This is like it's a can of worm. If this man is convicted, if he's proven, if this man is indicted, you know what it means? It will give a lot of young girls out there the lever, the power to say what has happened to them. There's so many pastors that will be implicated. There's so many politicians that will be implicated. Presidencies will be implicated. So they will not want this case to get the limelight in court. Let's get this fact. It's not just about Biodun that this will affect. So the cabal, the people, I mean, they want this matter to be quenched. Let's get this point. I was even thinking in my last quote, because we haven't heard what happened on 3rd of July, so I was thinking maybe they've paid them off. But for her to still be talking about this, that means they didn't pay them off. But it's not just Biodun. This matter involves the roots of a girl child in Nigeria. So many people have passed through abuse, molestation, and they cannot talk. Biodun is kind of like a figurehead of the people that, that have done this to them. So if Biodun is proven to have done this to Busola and he can be convicted, then that means all the little girls, all the women, all the people could be bold enough to talk. But the society as a whole does not allow this. Rape is not discussed in Nigerian situation. If it happens to you, you just go home and you're ashamed. Your parents won't even allow you to talk about it. So at the end of the day, I just feel this is just intimidation, okay? And we wish that the IG of police will be able to talk about this and tell us what happened, where these people have his voice. And, if this evidence was, done under duress, if they forced her to sign this, of course, it cannot be brought in the courts. She has said that it was done under duress, okay? So they forced her to do something and she did it out of fear. So what this means is that her lawyer can sue the police for doing this. And I hope they understand the implication of what they just did and what she's saying, that she was forced to do something under gun point, okay? So I don't know what they intend to use with the letter but it is not feasible for them to use that letter in court because she has already alleged that she was threatened. Her life was in danger. That was what made her sign it. I pray for this family. I pray that, this thing will be resolved. Biodun has already started his gallivanting senior pastor life. So he's moved on. And what can we say? We just to pray for the Dakolo's life, that they don't die out of this, because there's so many people that want this matter to be stopped, okay? All right, I just want to update you on this and for you to know what is happening. It's not clear how the story is, what happened or what didn't happen. We're still having some part of the story not really fixed together because we still don't know what happened when they went to Abuja July 23rd. And we don't know if this forcing her to sign this is linked with them coming to their house, because what Timmy said was that they came to the house. So we don't know. We really need her to, tell us the pattern, what happened. Is this another incident? So after they've been to her house, did they now block her, saw her on the road, stop her car? How did this happen? Okay, so that Nigerians will have a better understanding. And Busola needs to make sure that her stories really link, okay, and the chronologically that they are flowing, so that people will be more understanding and be able to believe her story. All right, my prayers are with this family, and I hope that the truth be found one day. Thank you. Bye bye. Click the red button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.